Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Toma. I am a husband, father, and I serve as a pastor on a volunteer basis of a Romanian and English-speaking church here in Brisbane. I am here today along with everyone else that has gathered here for this purpose to show my solidarity with the Bodnariu family who have suffered the unimaginable pain of having their 5 children whom they love so deeply, whom they care so much for, to have their children taken away from them by Norway's child welfare agency known as the Barnevernet. We who have gathered here today have not come in isolation. We're here to add our voices to the already tens of thousands of people who have signed petitions throughout the world and who have held peaceful assemblies of this kind throughout Romania, Europe, North America, last weekend in Melbourne, and today demonstrations like this which are taking place here in Brisbane, in Texas in the United States, and in Romania. And together with them, we are asking the Norwegian government to intervene in this case and order the Barnevernet to immediately return the Bodnariu family children to their parents, Marius and Youth Bodnariu, because that is where they belong. We are shocked and deeply disturbed that it is even possible for officials who represent the Barnevernet to go to a school in November 2015 and effectively kidnap 2 children and take them away from their parents, as we understand, without any warning and without sufficient evidence to justify such an extreme measure. And we are outraged by the fact that this organisation took the Bodnariu's 3-month-old baby away from its nursing mother at a time so important for that child's development. This family has been denied their right to live together as a family. Their parents have been denied their paternal rights, and the children have been denied their rights to live with their brothers and sisters and with their parents. Now, not only did the Barnevernet take these children away, they then divided these children up amongst multiple families. And I ask, how can such an action serve the best interests of those children? 3 of those children had birthdays in January, but they could not celebrate those wonderful occasions together as a family. All 5 of those children were denied the joy of celebrating Christmas with their parents at a time so special for any family. These children were taken away on what appears to be a baseless and totally exaggerated charge that the parents were physically violent towards their children. This accusation, from what we can see, is not supported by any evidence, nor were these accusations corroborated by other witnesses who know this family well. The fact that the Barnevernet has taken away these kids on such weak claims means that this organisation, which exists to protect the welfare of children, has in this case left itself open to the charge that it has abused its power and acted against the interests of the welfare of the Bodnariu family's children. That is why today we want to ask the Norwegian government to carefully consider the implications of the Barnevernet's actions on the welfare of these children and potentially other children, and consider carefully whether the Barnevernet is fulfilling its government policy objective in an ethical manner, and whether the Barnevernet followed all the necessary legal protocols before they took away the Bodnariu children. We are unsatisfied with the general statements that have been provided to us regarding this case, and we ask for a full independent investigation to ensure that something like this never happens again. If the Barnevernet is serious about protecting the welfare of these children, and that is the purpose for which it exists, that it needs to recognize the damage and the distress that its actions towards this family has caused both to the children and their parents, actions that could result in potentially lifelong psychological pain to those children. What matters here, first and foremost, is the welfare of those children. It is inexplicable how in these circumstances, taking away these children from their parents and dividing them from one another serves their best interests. It was God who blessed Marius and Ruth Bodnariu with these 5 children. The Bible tells us that children are a blessing from the Lord. It is Ruth and Marius's responsibility to raise these children. Norway, please give them back and let them fulfill their responsibility in peace. And therefore we call upon the Norwegian government to please intervene in this case, return the Bodnariu children to their family, conduct a full independent investigation into this organisation known as the Bodnariu to make sure that events of this nature never ever happen again. We thank you for hearing us today. We invite you to, there's a petition here at the front. If you'd like to join our cause, please sign that with us, and may God bless you all. Thank you.